Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Radhika Bakshi from Shahid Rajguru College of Applied Sciences, University of Delhi. Today we are going to discuss about the module Pyruvate Dehydrogenase Complex and the TCA cycle from the paper Thermodynamics of Living System and Bioenergetics. So students, let us see what we are going to learn in this module. Cellular respiration, production of activated acetate, that is acetyl-CoA, the pyruvate dehydrogenase enzyme complex, reactions of this TCA cycle, regulation of the TCA or citric acid cycle, and significance of the citric acid cycle. Organisms which live in aerobic conditions like many bacteria and most eukaryotic cells oxidize their organic fuels to carbon dioxide and water. Glycolysis is the first stage in the complete oxidation of glucose. The pyruvate produced in glycolysis is further oxidized to carbon dioxide and water. This aerobic phase of catabolism is known as respiration, which is different from the physiological respiration which comprises of organisms' uptake of oxygen and release of carbon dioxide. This type of respiration is also referred to as cellular respiration, where molecular processes by which cells consume oxygen and produce carbon dioxide. There are various stages of this form of respiration. Respiration is more complex, hand-involved and evolved much later after cyanobacteria appeared. The product of glycolysis, pyruvate, is converted to acetyl groups which then enter the citric acid cycle, also called as the tricarboxylic acid cycle, TCA cycle, or the Krebs cycle. The citric acid cycle is also important in other ways. Its intermediates are utilized as biosynthetic precursors, and some reactions replenish these intermediates as well. The TCA cycle is thus the hub of various metabolic pathways and therefore is closely regulated in coordination with other pathways. There are two types of respiration. Physiological respiration is the uptake of oxygen and the release of carbon dioxide in a multicellular organism. The second type of respiration, the cellular respiration, refers to the processes by which cells consume oxygen and produce carbon dioxide. The cellular respiration occurs in three major stages. Stage 1 is the production of acetyl coenzyme A. Glucose, fatty acids, and other fuels like some amino acids are oxidized to yield a 2-carbon fragment in the form of acetyl groups of acetyl coenzyme A. Glucose is oxidized to acetyl-CoA through the process of glycolysis, while fatty acids are oxidized to acetyl-CoA by the process of beta oxidation. Stage 2, acetyl-CoA oxidation. The acetyl-CoA produced in stage 1 is fed into the TCA cycle. This enzymatically oxidizes the acetyl groups of acetyl-CoA to carbon dioxide. The energy thus released is conserved in the reduced electron carriers, namely NADH and FADH2. Stage 3 consists of electron transfer and oxidative phosphorylation. In this third stage, the reduced coenzymes, namely NADH and FADH2, are themselves oxidized and the released electrons enter the electron transport chain in the mitochondria. The electrons are then transferred to the final electron acceptor, that is oxygen, via a chain of electron-carrying molecules of the electron transport chain. During the electron transfer, the large amount of energy released is conserved in the form of ATP, a process which is called as oxidative phosphorylation, production of activated acetate, that is acetyl coenzyme A. In organic organisms, the major fuel molecules like glucose and other sugars, fatty acids, and most amino acids are ultimately oxidized to carbon dioxide and water through the citric acid cycle and the respiratory chain. The carbon skeletons of sugar and fatty acids are degraded to the acetyl groups of acetyl coenzyme A form in which the cycle accepts most of the fuel. Therefore, acetyl groups enter the TCA cycle as acetyl-CoA, which is a common product of fatty acids, carbohydrates, and amino acid breakdown, which this is the stage 1 of cellular respiration. Coenzyme A or CoA is a high energy compound consisting of a beta mercaptoethylamine group, vitamin pantothenic acid, and a 3' phosphoadenosine. It has a reactive thiol group and is critical to the role of coenzyme A as an acyl carrier in various metabolic reactions. CoA functions as a carrier of acetyl and other acyl groups. Acyl groups are covalently linked to the thiol group, forming thioesters. The pyruvate dehydrogenase complex or PDH complex. Pyruvate, which is synthesized in glycolysis, is the immediate precursor of acetyl coenzyme A from the various carbohydrate sources. Under anaerobic conditions, the NADH synthesized by glycolysis is reoxidized with simultaneous reduction of pyruvate to lactate in the muscle or ethanol in yeast. Under aerobic conditions, NADH is reoxidized by the mitochondrial electron transport chain. In this, the pyruvate that enters the mitochondria undergoes oxidative decarboxylation to acetyl-CoA by a multi-enzyme complex called the PDH complex. The PDH complex provides a link between the glycolysis, which occurs in the cytosol, and the citric acid cycle, which occurs in the mitochondria. Multi-enzyme complexes are groups of non-covalently associated enzymes that catalyzes two or more sequential steps in a metabolic pathway. The combined dehydrogenation and decarboxylation of pyruvate to acetyl-CoA requires the sequential action of 3 different enzymes and 5 different coenzymes or prosthetic groups. 4 different vitamins required in human nutrition are important components of the system, namely thiamine in TPP, riboflavin in FAD, niacin in NAD, and pantothenate in coenzyme A. Acyl groups are covalently linked to the thiol group, forming thioesters. The PDH complex is located within the mitochondrial matrix and catalyzes 5 sequential reactions with the overall reaction of pyruvate plus coenzyme A plus NAD plus converted to one molecule of acetyl-CoA, carbon dioxide, and NADH. The prosthetic groups and coenzymes required in the above reaction sequence are TPP, that is thymine pyrophosphate, FAD, that is flavin adenine dinucleotide, coenzyme A, NAD plus, nicotinamide, adenine dinucleotide, and lipoic acid. The composition of PDH complex. The PDH complex consists of 3 enzymes, each present in multiple copies. A. The pyruvate dehydrogenase, which is also called as enzyme 1. B. Dihydrolipoyl transacetylase, which is enzyme 2. Third, dihydrolipoyl dehydrogenase, which is enzyme 3. The number of copies of each enzyme present and hence the size of the complex varies from one species to the other. Regulation of the PDH complex. The entry of acetyl units derived from carbohydrate sources into the TCA cycle is regulated by the PDH complex. There are other pathways in mammals for the synthesis of acetyl-CoA from pyruvate. The reactions need to be carefully regulated and controlled. The two regulatory mechanisms which are used are: first, product inhibition by NADH and acetyl-CoA. Second, the covalent modification by either phosphorylation or dephosphorylation of pyruvate dehydrogenase E1 subunit of the PDH complex. Citric acid cycle. The citric acid cycle, also known as the tricarboxylic acid cycle and Krebs cycle, is a series of enzymatically catalyzed reactions that form a common pathway for final oxidation of all metabolic fuels, namely carbohydrates, free fatty acids, ketone bodies, and some amino acids, which are catabolized to the substrate of citric acid cycle, that is acetyl-CoA. It was proposed in 1937 by Hans Krebs and is one of the most important achievements of metabolism. In this, the acetyl-CoA synthesized by the PDH complex donates its acetyl group to oxaloacetate, which is a 4-carbon compound, to form the 6-carbon molecule citrate. The citrate undergoes further transformations through the series of reactions of TCA cycle to regenerate the oxaloacetate. There is no net removal of oxaloacetate, and its one molecule can theoretically bring about oxidation of an infinite number of acetyl groups. Out of a total of 8 reactions of the cycle, 4 are oxidations, where the energy of oxidation is efficiently conserved in the form of reduced coenzymes NADH and FADH2. The reactions of the citric acid cycle. The reactions of the citric acid cycle occur within the mitochondrial matrix. First is the formation of citrate. The condensation of acetyl-CoA formed by the PDH complex with oxaloacetate forms citrate and is catalyzed by the enzyme citrate synthase. The coenzyme A released in this reaction is recycled to participate in the oxidation decarboxylation of another molecule of pyruvate by the PDH complex. Second reaction of TCA is the reversible conversion of citrate to isocitrate through the intermediate formation of cis-aconitate and is catalyzed by the enzyme aconitase. The third reaction of the citric acid cycle is the isocitrate undergoing oxidative decarboxylation to form alpha ketoglutarate with the release of carbon dioxide and the formation of a molecule of NADH. The reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme isocitrate dehydrogenase. The fourth reaction of citric acid cycle is the oxidation of alpha ketoglutarate to succinyl-CoA and carbon dioxide which is catalyzed by the enzyme alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase complex. NAD+ here serves as the electron acceptor and coenzyme A as the carrier of the succinyl group. The fifth reaction is the conversion of succinyl-CoA to succinate. Similar to acetyl-CoA, succinyl-CoA also has a thioester bond with a strongly negative standard free energy of hydrolysis. In this step of the cycle, energy released in the breakage of this thioester bond is used to drive the synthesis of a molecule of GTP. Therefore, succinate is formed in the process and the reaction is catalyzed by succinyl-CoA synthetase. This is an example of substrate level phosphorylation. The GTP can be converted to ATP by the action of the enzyme nucleoside diphosphate kinase. The net result of this reaction is conservation of energy as ATP. The sixth reaction of the TCA cycle is the oxidation of succinate to fumarate. The succinate formed in the previous reaction is oxidized to fumarate by the flavoprotein succinate dehydrogenase. This is the only TCA enzyme in eukaryotes which is tightly bound to the mitochondrial inner membrane. All the other TCA enzymes are soluble in the mitochondrial matrix. Succinate dehydrogenase also is one of the complexes of the electron transport chain of the mitochondria. Hydration of fumarate to malate is the seventh reaction of the citric acid cycle. This reversible hydration is catalyzed by the enzyme fumarase, which is highly stereospecific and catalyzes the hydration of only the trans double bond of fumarate and not the cis double bond of malate. The eighth reaction of TCA cycle is the oxidation of malate to oxaloacetate. This is the last reaction of the TCA cycle and NAD-linked L-malate dehydrogenase catalyzes this reaction. Hence, the oxaloacetate, which is generated to combine with another molecule of acetyl-CoA to start another round of the cycle. Energetics of the citric acid cycle. In one round of citric acid cycle, a 2-carbon acetyl group combined with oxaloacetate to enter the cycle. In the cycle, 2 carbons emerged as CO2 from oxidation of isocitrate and alpha ketoglutarate. The energy released from these oxidations are conserved by the production of ATP or GTP and the reduction of 3 NAD+ and 1 FAD molecule. Although only 1 ATP is generated in each cycle, the 4 oxidation steps of the cycle provide flow of electrons into the respiratory chain via NADH and FADH2, which donate their electrons to the chain. This leads to the synthesis of a large number of ATP molecules during oxidative phosphorylation. In oxidative phosphorylation, passage of 2 electrons from NADH to O2 drives the formation of about 2.5 ATP and passage of 2 electrons from FADH2 to O2 yields about 1.5 ATP. Using these yields of ATP, the overall yield of ATP from the complete oxidation of a glucose molecule can be calculated. The citric acid cycle is regulated. Groups of enzymes work together in sequential reactions to carry out a given metabolic process. The reaction product of one enzyme becomes the substrate of the next in such enzyme systems. For proper cell growth and survival, efficient use of resources is required, which is made possible by certain enzymes known as regulatory enzymes. These enzymes exhibit increased or decreased catalytic activity in response to certain signals, and hence the rate of reaction and the rate of entire metabolic sequence is well adjusted. This allows the cell to meet changing needs for energy and for biomolecules required in growth and repair. Activities of the regulatory enzymes can be modulated by many ways, namely allosteric modulators, covalent modifications, binding to certain regulatory proteins, and proteolytic cleavage. Several types of regulation may occur in a single regulatory enzyme to fine-tune the metabolic pathway. In TCA cycle, key enzymes are regulated to ensure the production of intermediates at the rates required to keep the cell in a stable, steady state and avoid wasteful overproduction. The regulation is at various levels. First, regulation of the PDH complex, allosteric modulation, covalent modification, binding to certain regulatory proteins, and proteolytic cleavage. Regulation of TCA cycle. Regulation of three hexagonic reactions of TCA cycle takes place. The factors that govern the rate of flux through the cycle and substrate availability, inhibition by the accumulating products, and allosteric feedback inhibition of enzyme catalyzing early steps in the cycle. There are three strongly hexagonic reactions in the TCA cycle, namely ones catalyzed by citrate synthase, isocitrate dehydrogenase, and alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase. Citrate formation catalyzed by citrate synthase depends on the availability of the substrate of the reaction, acetyl-CoA and oxaloacetate. These in turn vary with the metabolic state of the cell and at times limit the rate of citrate formation. NADH, a product of isocitrate and alpha ketoglutarate oxidation, accumulates under certain conditions, and at high NADH to NAD plus ratio, both dehydrogenase reactions are reversely inhibited by mass action. Product accumulation also inhibits all three limiting steps of the cycle. That is, succinyl-CoA inhibits alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase, citrate blocks citrate synthase, and the end product ATP inhibits both citrate synthase and isocitrate dehydrogenase. Various allosteric modulators like ADP and calcium also regulate these enzymes. Coordination of glycolysis and TCA cycle. It is imperative that only as much glucose is metabolized to pyruvate as is needed to supply the citric acid cycle with its fuel, that is acetyl groups of acetyl-CoA. Therefore, under normal conditions, the rate of glycolysis and of the citric acid cycle are integrated. Citrate, ATP and NADH help in integrating the two processes of glycolysis and TCA cycle. Significance of the citric acid cycle. The citric acid cycle, there is an amphibolic pathway. Why? Because an amphibolic pathway is one that serves in both catabolic and anabolic processes. The citric acid cycle in aerobic organisms is an amphibolic pathway since it is involved in both anabolic and catabolic processes. An example of anabolic reactions. The intermediates of the citric acid cycle are used as precursors for many biosynthetic pathways. An example of TCA cycle's role as providing precursor for biosynthetic pathway is that of alpha ketoglutarate and oxaloacetate. Both of these serve as precursors of amino acids aspartate and glutamate by the process of transamination. Through these two amino acids, the carbons of these TCA intermediates are then used to build other amino acids as well as purine and pyrimidine nucleotides. Oxaloacetate is also a glucogenic substrate and hence can be converted to glucose in gluconeogenesis. Succinyl-CoA, an intermediate of TCA cycle, is a central intermediate in the synthesis of the porphyrin ring of heme groups, which is a component of hemoglobin, myoglobin and cytochromes. Example of catabolic reactions. The cycle has an important role in the oxidative catabolism of carbohydrates, fatty acids and amino acids and provides a means for degradation of the 2-carbon acetyl residues derived from various fuels. The citric acid cycle, secondly, the citric acid cycle provides most of the energy for respiration. The energy from the oxidation reaction is efficiently conserved in the form of the reduced coenzyme NADH and FADH2 as well as the production of ATP or GTP. These reduced coenzymes donate their electrons to the respiratory chain and through the process of oxidative phosphorylation leads to the production of a large number of ATP molecules. Anaplerotic reactions. The intermediates of the citric acid cycle have to be replenished since they are removed to serve as biosynthetic precursor for various reactions. These reactions which replenish the citric acid intermediates are known as anaplerotic reactions. In order to keep the concentration of intermediates constant, the reactions by which they are siphoned off into other pathways and those by which they are replenished are in dynamic balance. These reactions are unique to the tissues and the organisms. So students, let us summarize what we have learnt in this module. First, cellular respiration refers to the molecular processes by which cells consume oxygen and produce carbon dioxide. There are various stages of this form of respiration. In the first stage, acetyl-CoA is produced. In the second stage, acetyl-CoA is oxidized via the TCA cycle. The energy thus released is conserved in the form of reduced electron carriers NADH and FADH2. In the third stage, the reduced coenzymes are themselves oxidized and the released electrons enter the electron transport chain. During this electron transfer, the large amount of energy released is conserved in the form of ATP by the process of oxidative phosphorylation. Pyruvate, which is a product of glycolysis, is the immediate precursor of acetyl-CoA and the various from the various carbohydrate sources. Under aerobic conditions, the pyruvate enters the mitochondrion and undergoes oxidative decarboxylation to acetyl-CoA by a multi-enzyme complex called pyruvate dehydrogenase complex or the PDH complex. The PDH enzyme complex provides a link between glycolysis and the citric acid cycle. This complex is located within the mitochondrial matrix and catalyzes 5 sequential reactions, with the overall reaction being pyruvate plus coenzyme A plus NAD plus gives acetyl-CoA plus carbon dioxide and NADH. The citric acid cycle, also known as the tricarboxylic acid cycle and Krebs cycle, is a series of enzymatically catalyzed reactions that form a common pathway for the final oxidation of all metabolic fuels, namely carbohydrates, free fatty acids, even ketone bodies and some amino acids. In this, the acetyl-CoA synthesized by the PDH complex enters the cycle and combines with oxaloacetate, which is a 4-carbon compound, to form the 6-carbon molecule citrate, which undergoes further transformations in the TCA cycle to regenerate oxaloacetate. Out of the total 8 reactions of the cycle, 4 are oxidations where the energy of oxidation is efficiently conserved in the form of reduced coenzymes NADH and FADH2, as well as the production of ATP or GTP. Although only one ATP is generated in each cycle, the 4 oxidation steps of the cycle provide the flow of electrons into the respiratory chain via NADH and FADH2, which donate their electrons to the chain. This leads to the synthesis of a large number of ATP molecules during oxidative phosphorylation. The complete oxidation of a glucose molecule thus yields 30 ATP molecules. In the TCA cycle, the key enzymes are regulated to ensure the production of intermediates at the rates required to keep the cell in a stable, steady state and avoid wasteful overproduction. The citric acid cycle in aerobic organisms is an amphipolic pathway since it provides precursors for many biosynthetic pathways and has an important role in the oxidative catabolism of carbohydrates, fatty acids, and amino acids. The intermediates of the citric acid cycle have to be replenished since they are removed to serve as biosynthetic precursors. These reactions, which replenish the citric acid cycle intermediates, are known as anaplerotic reactions. Thank you.